Hey everyone, welcome back to Warren's Everyday English. As mentioned in the previous video, today we're going to look at idiomatic phrases and explore other unique expressions using as. If you missed the first video, please check it out here. In that video, we started going over a lot of various usages of as. So let's take a look at how as is used as functional words in various phrases. First expression is, as far as I know, which is used to indicate the extent of one's knowledge. So here's some examples. As far as I know, the meeting is still scheduled for tomorrow. As far as I know, he hasn't returned from his vacation yet.
I've never really spoken about writing, as far as I know.
And as far as I know, I did a lot of the right things.
The next idiomatic expression is as for. So as for is used to introduce or refer to a topic. As for the weather, it looks like it will be sunny tomorrow. As for the dinner menu, I'll be cooking pasta with garlic bread.
As for me, well, I've got a salad to eat. Who's hungry?
As for the accident, she claimed that her legs still hurt her.
As such. As such is a phrase that is used to clarify or emphasize something based on the information or context that has been mentioned before. So when we say as such, we mean exactly in the way that has been described or implied. So for instance, she's not a doctor, but she has a medical background and as such has extensive knowledge about health and wellness. So this means that even though she's not officially a doctor, she has a background in medicine and possesses a lot of knowledge about health and wellness. As such can also be used to show a result or consequence of something that has been mentioned earlier. So for example, the company experienced a decline in sales and as such had to make significant budget cuts. This means that because the company's sales decreased, they had to reduce their budget by a significant amount. So some more examples. The device is not intended for underwater use, and as such, it is not waterproof. The product comes with a warranty. As such, any defects will be covered by the manufacturer.
Christiana was the executive secretary of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, and as such had overall responsibility.
These people are human beings, and as such, they will be able to help themselves and make a contribution.
As you know. So when we say as you know, it means that we believe the person we're talking to already has the same information or awareness about a particular topic. So as an example, as you know, our company is going through a restructuring process. This means that the person I'm talking to is expected to be aware of the ongoing restructuring process within the company. As you know, is also used to refer to information that is considered common knowledge or has been previously discussed or established. So, for example, as you know, we have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow morning. This implies that the person being addressed has already been informed about the meeting or that it has been previously discussed.
As you know, Eric, Warren Buffett owns 13%, and he's become a very good friend and is a terrific investor.
And as you know, if you followed me on previous episodes,
as usual. The phrase as usual is a way to say that something is happening or behaving just like it usually does. It's like when you have a friend who always arrives late to class or a teacher who always assigns homework on Fridays. You can say, as usual, my friend was late to class. Or, as usual, our teacher gave us homework on Friday. So some more examples here. As usual, I ordered pizza at the restaurant. So this means that I always order pizza at the restaurant. As usual, I woke up early to study before heading to school. So this means that I always wake up early to study before going to school. As soon as. The phrase as soon as is used to talk about something that happens immediately or without delay after a certain event or condition. It's like when you can't wait for something to happen and it occurs right away. So here are some examples to help you understand a little bit better. As soon as I finished my homework, I went outside to play. So this sentence here, right, it implies that right after I finished my homework, I went outside. As soon as my friend arrives, we'll start playing video games. Feel as if. So this is used to describe a strong sense or feeling about something, even if it might not be entirely true or real. It's like when you have a strong feeling or impression that something is a certain way, even if it might not be the actual situation. So here are some examples to help you understand better. I feel as if I haven't slept in days. This shows that you feel like you haven't had enough sleep, even if it's not true. And let's say you're in a crowded place and you're feeling anxious and claustrophobic. You might say, I feel as if the walls are closing in on me. And just a note, claustrophobic means you feel very uncomfortable or anxious when you are in a small, crowded, or enclosed space.
I feel as if I'm just like a drum or a guitar.
As a sibling, you feel as if that's your fault.
And the last idiomatic phrase is, look as if. So this is used to describe the appearance or impression that something gives, even if it may not be exactly true or real. It's like when you observe something and it appears a certain way, even if it might not be the actual situation. So let's go over some examples. If you see someone running with a panicked expression on their face, you could say, she looks as if she's being chased by a ghost. When you see someone wearing a fancy suit, carrying a briefcase, and walking confidently, you could say, he looks as if he's the CEO of a big company.
Don't look as if you're trying not to get in people's way.
Make myself look as if I were going somewhere nice, but I don't have to go anywhere.
So we went over the many different usages of the word as in these two videos. These are just a few examples of the various uses of the word as. Its usage can vary depending on the context and the specific sentence structure. It's important to review the different usages of the word as so that you fully understand the context in which as is being used. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.